A handful of you have been asking me to go into details when it comes to raw materials for the production of most items, and some of you went as far as asking me to come up with videos on how to produce certain things. So in today's video, we are going to be doing just that. So after 2 years of companionship on this channel, I think it is the right time for us to venture into that sector. And since we do produce a lot of cocoa in Africa, we are definitely going to be starting with how to produce chocolate, because it is one of the main cocoa's final products that a lot of people love and which is at the same time so lucrative. So in this video, Goal Getters, I will be revealing to you the secrets that big companies don't want you to know. And trust me, a global chocolate market worth over $180 billion. Yeah, you got me right. So these secrets are literally worth their weight in gold. So stay tuned, Goal Getters, to the end of this video, for you are going to be understanding why experts predict this industry will reach $200 billion by 2028. But more importantly, you will never look at chocolate production the same way, for it is going to be demystified at the end of this video. Have you ever wondered where your chocolate actually comes from? No, not the store. I'm talking about its true origins. Well, buckle up, for we are starting our journey in the heart of the rainforest. So you see these beautiful trees? They are Theobroma cocoa. Yeah, literally the food of the gods, as we call it in Africa. These precious trees only grow within 20 degrees of the equator. In places like Cameroon, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and even Ecuador. Yeah, those are the main places, right? But here's something that will blow your mind. Do you know that each pot contains just enough cocoa beans to produce 2 chocolate bars? With global chocolate consumption reaching 7.5 million tons annually. But wait, before you run off to plant your own cocoa pots, there's something crucial you need to know. The transformation. Yeah, these beans, they are basically useless right now. The magic happens during fermentation. So for 5 to 7 days, these beans undergo a fascinating transformation. And during this fermentation stage, something fascinating happens. The beans develop over 600 different compounds. That's more than wine. But here's where it gets more interesting, all right? It takes us to the roasting stage, which is obviously the second stage, right? Yes, the real alchemy begins with the roasting. Just like coffee, the roasting temperature and time will completely change your cocoa's personality. Too hot, bitter chocolate. Too cold, you miss out on all those complex flavors we worked so hard to develop during the fermentation stage. Now watch this. We are about to separate the good stuff from the shells in a process called winnowing. It's like gold mining, but tastier. Yeah, that leads us to the next stage, which is the grinding truth. Yes, let's just call it that way. Now, this is where we separate the amateurs from the pros. We are going to grind the beans, not once, not twice, but up to 72 hours. Sounds excessive, right? Well, let me show you what happens if you don't. See the difference? This is why some chocolate melt like syrup, while some feel like sand in your mouth. And in a market where premium chocolate commands up to 30% higher prices, texture can make or break your product. And talking about texture, let's quickly address what I will call the dark secret and white lies. Yes, let's talk about the dark, the white, and milk chocolate. But first, a controversial opinion. White chocolate is real chocolate. Fight me in the comment section. Yes, what a lot of people don't know is that the difference comes down to 3 ingredients: cocoa solids, cocoa butter, and milk. Let's start with the dark chocolate, right? Dark chocolate is simply the purest choice with no milk added to it, right? While the white chocolate is all about cocoa butter, baby. Now, when it comes to the milk, it's self-explanatory, right? Now, fun fact, the dark chocolate market has grown by 15% in the last 5 years alone. All right, and if you know why or you can guess why, let me know in the comment section, and I'll be giving you my own answer at the end of the video. Let's now quickly talk about the next stage, which has to do with quality tests. All right, but before we do that, if you've watched this video till this level, please do well to like it already and share this video at the end of it with your loved ones. For the more we empower Africans, the greater Africa will be. All right, you know, one of the reasons why we came up with this channel is to sensitize Africans on the need of producing our own things for Africans and even export some. All right, being capable of maximizing profits at the level of our produce by adding value to our own produce. All right, so producing chocolate from your cocoa beans is definitely one of them. Now, talking about production in Africa, for those of you who've been asking us to come up with joint ventures that you could join, we've done so already. So it might interest you to know that our investment club is up and available for you all to join any moment and achieve great things in Africa, right? So we've got an ongoing diaper project going on the investment club. If you're interested, you can just join. All right, and click our membership link to get more details on that, or simply email us at africatoday@gmail.com. So you've probably heard about bean to bar, right? That is bean, the cocoa bean, to the bar, chocolate bar. One thing you need to understand is that when makers control the entire process, that is from sourcing beans to crafting bars, magic happens. But here's the catch: temperature. The temperature of your chocolate. So let's just call this the temperature challenge, because here's where most producers get it wrong. So the thing is, when it comes to chocolate production, tempering is just like teaching crystals to dance. Get it wrong and your chocolate would look like it's been left in the sun. You see that white coating on old chocolate? That's bloom, the result of poor tempering on storage. So this stage is equally crucial when it comes to the success of the aesthetical part of your chocolate bars. Now let's take a healthy twist, right? Talking about the dark chocolate I asked you about earlier on, so let me know what you think in the comment section, why the dark chocolate has actually gained more popularity over the years. We are talking of 15% growth in the last 5 years, which is enormous. So why is that so? You will notice that more and more chocolate companies are producing dark chocolate, and it's simply because the demand is higher, right? So why is that? You know, nowadays more and more people are becoming health conscious, and they would always prioritize what is better for their health. And over the years, a lot of people have come to understand that dark chocolate is actually healthier. Now, here's a good take for those clients of yours or your target audience that are addicted to the dark chocolate. It has been proven that dark chocolate is actually good for us because it's packed with antioxidants. It could lower blood pressure, and some studies even show that it could improve brain function. No wonder the organic chocolate market is growing by 8% annually, which is enormous, right? So if you are venturing into the production of chocolate, you know what chocolate color you should focus more on, right? So there you have it, goal getters, the complete journey from bean to bar, like I said. But before we wrap up, let me share something special with you. I've come up with an exclusive market strategy for you if you want to venture into this production sector. All right, so if you are serious about entering into the chocolate market, here are some winning strategies I've got for you. The first thing you need to do is to start with what we call a signature line. So by that I mean creating like 3 to 5 flavors that tells your story. Remember, there's nothing new under the sun, right? Anything you could do nowadays has been done already. The only thing you need to do is bring your personal twist. And nowadays, what other personal twist is more efficient than telling your own story your own way through your product? And for your signature line to gain grounds rapidly, focus on single origin beans to command premium prices. And also be smart enough to package them in eco-friendly materials. If you don't know the power of eco-friendly materials, let me tell you that 66% of customers will pay higher or more for sustainable packaging. Now, the second strategy I have for you is to build your brand story. Yes, building your brand story is not really that difficult, all right? You can just start with things as easy as documenting your bean to bar journey, for instance. Then you go ahead to sharing like your behind the scene content on social media, for example. Some footages of how maybe you produce your chocolate or how you get your chocolate from the bush, the forest, or your plantation to the factory and how you process them, all those type of things. People love them and it actually helps tell your story, thereby enabling consumers to fall in love with your product more because they have that feeling of knowing you more and therefore will buy your product more because they can relate or simply to support you because they like you. Now you can also go ahead and collaborate with local coffee shops and wine bars for tasting events. So when people come to those events, they've got the opportunity to see and taste your product, right? That said, the third market strategy I've got for you here is for you to target the right market. Yes, no matter how good your product is, if you don't target the right market, you are doomed to fail. Now, the winning advice I am going to give you is that you need to be smart enough in such an industry to understand that when it comes to chocolate, premium market consumers are aged about 25 to 45 years old. So that should definitely be your target audience. They are willing to spend 2 to 3 times more for quality because at that age, their health is a priority. Also focus on direct to consumer sales through your website, your local gourmet shops, and your farmers market, which is great for brand building. Now, fourth market strategy, leverage digital marketing. Yes, there's no business nowadays that you could do without leveraging digital marketing, all right? If you're a small go-getter or if you've been on this channel for a while now, you know that is definitely one of the strategies you must make use of no matter the business sector in which you are. So for that, it's simple. The first thing you need to do is simply create stunning content showing your process, right? How you do your chocolate, if you are the one cultivating the cocoa, how you do that and all the like. Show them the process. You could use Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels and share tips with your audience, right? And another advice I love to give to people when they are about venturing into business, especially food business, that's anything that has to do with consumption, is to start a monthly subscription box, all right? Because that's what is gaining ground nowadays in this social media era. A lot of people don't have time to go about collecting different stuff, and once you can offer them packages or boxes or bundles or whatever, it makes things easier for them. Do you know that when it comes to the chocolate subscription market, it is actually growing by 30% annually? Yes, that's in the other parts of the world, but that's something you could actually bring here and make a lot of money as well. Yes, goal getters, that's it. So if you enjoyed diving into the world of chocolate with me today, please do well to like this video and drop a beautiful comment down there. And if you would love me to come up with more of such videos, let me know in the comment section, all right? So you could simply type something like more production and I will definitely be coming up with more of such videos for you. And I just want to remind you that in the world of food, knowledge is the secret ingredient. Keep learning and most importantly, keep it real. That said, thanks for watching this video and I will see you on my next one.